Alright, hey guys. Oh, okay. I forgot my intro for a minute. Hey, hi, and double knit. It is Pika here, and I'm here to present to you part 5 of Katawa Shoujo. Now, where we last left off. Okay, I have to be really quiet. I'm actually really nervous about recording this because only my mom is asleep. My dad, well, he doesn't bother me, but my brother is the one I'm worried most about. Because he never shuts up. But, yeah, where we last left off was that we met... I don't want to say met. Yeah, we met Kenji, our crazy-ass roommate, who looks like a little bit like Harry Potter. And, okay, we're currently in a battle with Shizune and Misha. Oh, God. Okay. Alright, but, I will say this disclaimer right now. If you hear any noises in the background, that's probably my brother, and I'm really sorry for that, but I can't get him to shut up no matter what I do. Alright, so, halfway into the game, while I try to ponder how to defend against Shizune's assault from two fronts, she breaks my concentration by drumming her fingers on the table to get my attention. ... Oh god. Hey Chan wants you to know that you are taking too long to make a move! And I'm sorry if Misha's voice isn't exactly as upbeat and loud as it should be, but I can't do anything to draw attention. And before you ask, no, my family does not know I do this. Alright then. Chan also says that she will let you keep Australia if you agree to join the student council! I thought this was a game with no strings attached. Just the fact that she would dangle that over my head as an offer means that she knows I care about the outcome of this game. And anyway, no. ... Chan admires your fighting spirit and will be a benevolent dictator who will spare your people if you agree to join the student council. Ugh, God, I can't wait to get... I can't wait for everyone to go to sleep so I can do a voice whenever. You're so competitive, Shizune. She seems to take this as a compliment. I would expect the student council president to be a little magnanimous? I can't pronounce that word. Magnanimous, I think. Magnanimous? I know, Misha. She doesn't seem to know what the word means or how it's signed. She pulls out a piece of paper and writes it for Shizune, who in return signs it back to Misha. Misha presses her index fingers against her temples, as if trying to physically imprint the word into her memory. ... Suddenly, Shizune bursts into a flurry of gestures. Misha looks daunted by the pace of her heated signing. Wait, please slow down, Chan. Oh god. It's been a long day, and unfortunately, this shit has been messing me up. Oh wait, please slow down, Chan. Chan says you're going to lose. Tell her I will crush her world empire with my rebellion. Okay. Those eyes of her shine with childlike mischief. I just saw her face. It's like cat face. She says you have no chance if you keep playing like this. No, you won't. Okay. Now I have to be unreliable again and go to the picture. I had everything set up until I had to close my internet down. I was like, I'm gonna leave it up. Because that's the smart person way. She has a point. Attack aggressively! She's either really mocking me or trying to trick me. I have nothing else to lose though, so I might as well try something different. Maybe if I spread out my forces and try to control more territories, I can recoup the advantage. Shizune seems to focus on conquering whole nations, so maybe I can sacrifice my hold on continents to gain more small countries. It's worth a shot. A few turns later, I end up losing the game anyway. We fucking suck at... Was it Risk? What are we playing? Risk? I forget. Shizune adjusts her glasses victoriously and allows herself to tentatively plunk the fist in the air in celebration. I win! Yay! God, I can't fucking speak it. It sucks. There's no need to translate that. It was pretty clear. Don't look so sad, Chan. You were really giving it your best. That's what I thought.
Sometimes your best just isn't good enough, though. If anyone knows that, it's me. You did very well for someone who just learned how to play today. Hey, Chan, you attacked Iceland and North America at the same time. That's a very daring move. Chan is impressed. The mark of great people is that they are daring and that they can follow through. You're already halfway there. Isn't that great, Chan?
God, I hate being quiet for this bitch.
That isn't enough, though. Just potential isn't enough. There's no point to potential if you don't take the first step, and there's no point to that if you don't keep going. I want to see more. You're right, Shi-chan, but that's so demanding.
What are you doing? Shizune leans forward, suddenly looking a lot less playful, more like the serious person I expected her to be from the start.
Hey, Chan, would you like to join the student council?
She really doesn't waste any time, does she? But it's only my second day of school, so I'm hesitant about committing to something so early. I haven't even taken a look at any other clubs yet. But spending time with Shizune and Misha doesn't seem like something I would hate. I'll still need more time to think about it before I decide for sure. Maybe. I'll get back to you on it.
Okay, Chan, but I hope you're not just saying that so we don't feel bad.
No, really.
Really? Hey, Chan, if you're going to say that, you're saying that it is definitely the truth and there can't be any mistaking it.
She sounds like Pinkie Pie now. And yes, My Little Pony reference. Probably one of the few I will make. I know. I guess I should have my revenge for losing him at the very least. Shizune smiles at that in a mischievous way that feels like twisting a knife in the wound of my loss. I take a glance at the clock on the wall and realize I've spent far longer playing Risk than I expected. Sorry, I think I have to go. I wanted to go to the library. It's not closed yet, is it? Shizune scratches her head and gestures at Misha. How hard could it be to determine whether the library is open? There's a clock right there on the wall.
It should be unless the librarian is absent. I think you're right, Shi-chan. We think the library's open. It's on the second floor. Can't miss it. Do you want us to show you where it is?
No thanks. It's okay. See you tomorrow.
Bye-bye!
That was really... I wanted to say bye-bye differently, but I'm not gonna bother with it. One flight of stairs up and I'd run into problems. The second floor hallway is a carbon copy of the third floor room, except with an equally ugly-ass painting at the end. Wide, of course, and plain like only hallways can be. The problem is that the library's whereabouts are not as easily determined as one would think. The classrooms are marked with signs stating which class they belong to, but then there's a plethora of other unmarked rooms. Is the library one of them, or is it just somewhere down the hallway? I bound on the ladder and choose my direction at random. After I turn around the corner, an unlocked door draws my attention because it's not closed. It's not open either, though, just barely ajar so that I can't see its opening and nothing else. It will make sense for the library door to be invitingly open, and while this one is not quite that, it's good enough. At the very least, it means that someone is inside and I can ask for directions no matter how embarrassing that is. I gingerly push on the center of the door with my fingertips, every muscle in my arm ready to pull back at a moment's notice. The feeling of being an outsider to this school can't be shaken from my mind, so much so that I instinctively fear doing something wrong by entering. The door slowly creaks as if groaning from a deep sleep, though it is much easier to open than I anticipated. Leaning over and poking my head ever further inside, I gain sight of the room as fast as possible. The meek hello on my lips is quickly snatched away. Hi. This is not as I was expecting. I mindlessly let the door open to its full extent, taking in the sight of the solitary figure taking center stage in the otherwise abandoned room. The situation steals my voice, leaving me standing at the doorway staring at the beautiful girl. Evidently having taken her time to assess the situation, the girl gently puts down her teacup and opens her eyes but doesn't look at me. I'm trying to remember how I voiced this character. Hello there. May I help you? Staring directly in front of herself, the movement of her lips seemed to break the silence rather than the words. However, it's the soft, measured voice that reminds me she's a being separate from the room itself. Not only is she likely the tallest girl I've ever laid eyes on, but even among the foreigners I've met, she's strikingly distinct. Hi. Sorry for intruding, I was just kind of lost. She takes a moment to formulate a response before speaking. Every action she takes feels as if it's carefully choreographed beforehand. Care to take a seat? Oh, wait a minute. Okay. I remember voicing this actor once, but I don't remember how it went. I know it's supposed to be quiet and feminine, but I don't know how to do that. Unexpected, considering that I'm intruding upon her. Thanks. I'll slowly step towards another seat opposite of her, the girl resting the teacup and saucer on the wooden table in between. The way she doesn't track my movements with her head is telling. That and the slight cloudiness to her eyes means she must be at least partially blind like Kenji. Come to think of it, her voice doesn't have any detectable accent either. I guess she must be half Japanese. As I take my seat, her composure takes me slightly off guard. Her air of a relaxed confidence makes the sounds entirely comfortable. The calming atmosphere is so very different from the student council office. Okay, I take it you're a new student to Yuuko? Yeah. I just transferred in yesterday. I get the distinct feeling my speech patterns don't match the formality of hers, accentuated by a restrained bow of greeting. One which I hasten to match before realizing the futility of the action. I'm Lilly Satao. Pleased to meet you. Hisao Nakai. If Lilly and Hisao's voice sound really similar, I can't remember for the fucking life of me how I voiced Lilly when I was first playing this. She gives a nod before gesturing roughly in the direction of her teacup. Would you care for a drink? Sure. As much as it pains me, I can't keep step with her formality in the proceedings. She gives a kind nod, taking the request in stride. Without another word, she steps off the chair and prepares a second cup of tea from a collection of supplies laid out along a shelf. A brush here, a brush there, her left hand often lightly touching the side of whichever container she's pouring into. It seems to be a process she's followed dozens of times before. As I lean sideways to see around her back, she seems to use her long, dainty finger to measure the right amount of water in the cup. It's one thing to see the different disabilities the students in my class have, but it's quite another to see how everyone seems to adapt. Shizune and Misha have no problem working together to communicate to me, and Lilly herself seems to have workarounds for problems I never thought of. While I feel slightly guilty about her doing the work, she seems pleased to be following the correct process they offer of preparing the drink. So, her soft voice brings me out of my silent observation. Which room were you looking for? It's not often this classroom is visited after school. This school library. Some classmates told me it was on this floor. She finishes pouring water into the teacup as she nods, a small metallic tapping coming from the teacup indicating it being stirred. I'm aware of Miss Hakamichi, as are most students. To be with them means you're in class 3-3, no? No? That's right, in the science room with Mutao. She gives a small giggle before setting down the teaspoon and slowly walking towards the table, teacup and saucer in hand. He's quite a character, I imagine you'll come to like him. Most do. God, I don't know how Lily's voice went. I hate being quiet, but it's like the one time I actually have to be quiet for a character, I can't do it. As she sets down the tea, I gently take it and have a sip. I'm really more of a coffee person, but this seems like a rather bad moment to bring it up. I think this is I don't want to say the first, but I guess this is actually the first time you actually get to see his sound in clear view. At least I think, I don't remember. Nonetheless, this smells quite nice. I hardly think it'd be hard to choke down. Thanks, Satao. It tastes really nice. She smiles and quickly waves her hand in front of her face. Lilly, please. There's no need to be too formal. She says this in spite of her exceedingly well-bred speech. Oh well. I guess I should try to ask her about herself, as it really does seem as if she's catering to me. So which class are you from? I imagine it's one of the third-year classes. Correct. I'm in class 3-2, which is on the 3rd floor, same as yours. It's taught by Miyagi and is specifically for both blind and partially blind students. I see. Sorry. I feel like slapping myself for the faux pas. And yes, if you couldn't hear, I actually slapped myself. Looking at her face, though, she doesn't seem in the least bit put off by it. I actually wonder, like, I just don't understand, like, I mean, I know that it's polite, you know, and you always kind of feel, like, off-put whenever you ask someone, like, a blind person specifically, like, yeah, you're talking to, like, in terms of I see, like, can you just look at that? And it's like, I actually wonder, like, how awkward is it, to be honest? And does the blind person actually feel kind of offended? just a fucking fact. I mean, question! There we go. My, there's no need to change your speech on my account. Oh, sure. Sorry, I guess I'm really showing my newness here. An environment like this would be a big change, so I can't fault you for it. While the same can be said for everyone, many have come to terms with their conditions. A category which would include her, it seems. All too ready to jump ship from this particular topic, I segue into another. Do you come here to drink tea often? It's a really nice place. Thinking on it, this might be her version of the place behind my school that I like to have lunch at. I come here fairly often during school lunch times. My duties as class representative don't leave enough time for an official club, so a friend and I use this room for having tea. Class representative, huh? Compared to Shizune, her mannerisms seem to be almost completely opposite. While Shizune is blunt and fiercely driven, Lilly seems relaxed and calm, almost aloof. Come to think of it, she might be useful for a less biased view of the school's clubs. Excuse me. What kind of clubs are there to join? The most popular ones are the track and field club, which uses the field near the school during lunchtimes, the baseball club and the book club in the room near the library. There are also numerous small ones too, though, such as the art and music clubs. At a time when I'm just wanting to get on my feet, rushing into a club right away seems slightly unappealing. One of the school shares the same rules as my old one. Is it compulsory to join a club? It isn't, though it is encouraged. Oh, good. That's a relief. I really let down my guard around this girl to let such a thing slip out. The fact seems to slightly amused her. Not wanting my tea to get cold, I finally start drinking as Lilly does the same. Time passes. As I look over to the window over her shoulder, I notice the light coming into the room has a distinctly orange tint. Even here, time doesn't stand still. The time's gone quickly. Sorry? Right, she's blind. Of course she can't see the sun setting. You dumbass! I always like to get into the character's head and just think about what he... and just wonder what he thinks in his head. It just looks like the sun's starting to set. It seems to come as a surprise for her. I guess she must have lost track of the time. Sorry, Sal, I didn't mean to keep you from the library for so long. I quickly moved to allay her concern. No, it's okay. The library's still open, isn't it? Isn't it? There we go. She pauses to take us a moment to think on it. It's probably something I should have asked Shizune when I had the chance, but Lilly seems likely to know in any case. True, it's open until 6:30 during weekdays. A quick glance at my watch confirms I have well enough time to get there. It's like, what? Man, I can only think it's like 5:30 maybe. I might get going in that case. It's been nice talking with you, Lilly. She smiles and gives a deep nod, her hands still neatly folded on the table in front of her. It was my pleasure. Oh, come to think of it, shall I show you to where the library is? I couldn't possibly ask for more help. I should be able to find it all right. Well, unless my navigational skills fail me like they fucking did last time. Which they seem to have a habit of doing. It's alright, I was going to be talking to the librarian there in any case. I could introduce you. This gets better and better. It's pretty hard to deny her offer. If you're sure, then that'd be great. Thanks. As she stands up to follow me, she takes hold of a straight, retractable cane that has been slipped in the handle of her bag on the floor. Compared to the cane the boy in my class had, Lily's looks much thinner and longer. His must be for support, whereas Lily's is for navigation. Together we leave the peaceful room and enter the empty hallway on the way to the library. Side by side, my pace carefully slowed to match hers. We will slowly walk through the hallway. Is it just me, or do we... Never mind, I'm not gonna say it. It doesn't take long for us to arrive at the door to the warm-looking room, apparently situated in the center of the floor rather than either wing. Ladies first. She gives an appreciative smile at the gesture, taking the lead as we file in. This will be my heaven. To the left is the wooden library counter, with the library proper being on the right. It easily dwarfs my old school's library, with the distinct smell of old books giving the place an almost old-world air. Oh god, that's definitely my heaven of books right there. There don't seem to be a lot of students here. Considering the time, it isn't a big surprise. Everyone's probably either in the school grounds or the dorms. Yuuko, are you here? She says to the thin air since the librarian doesn't seem to be present, and of course Lily can't see this. What's unexpected is that it draws a reaction. Something from under the counter thuds against it, followed by a quiet wail. Oh, how am I gonna do your voice? I remember giving her a Russian accent. Oh god! It's gonna be so offensive if I do it though, I just know it. The origin, apparently the librarian, quickly crawls out and bounces up to extremely rigid attention. Hi, Lily. How can I help you? Her voice is strained in a feeling attempt to sound casual, and she's rubbing the back of her head. Good afternoon. What happened just now? I heard a strange sound. It's nothing, I just hit my head. I want to give her a foreign accent, even though this is in Japan. God damn it. Pika, you're so offensive. See, I dropped an eraser under my desk, and while I was looking for it, a pencil dropped, and when I was looking for both of them, you came and surprised me. Are you alright? I'm sorry, I couldn't know. It's okay, sorry for making you worry. This is nothing, I've had worse happen to me. She's quick to reverse Lily's apologies, almost frantically trying to push aside the possibility that she could be in any way inconvenienced by bashing her head on the counter. Yes, worse things have happened. The girl fidgets with her fingers as Lily doesn't seem to drop her concerned expression, and then she shovels some papers around this counter for no reason. A little shorter than Lily, replete with glasses, freckles, and a very troubled look, she seems to fit a library perfectly. Ah, Lily, did you get my message? Message? Oh, the 2 imported books that arrived? Right, they finally came! I can't believe it took so long, but... Amidst her celebration, partially from managing to change the topic, I'm sure, she notices me from the corner of her eye and freezes on the spot when she does. Oh no, I'm sorry for not noticing you before. Did you need to check out the book? I'll return one. I'm sorry. The way she can so quickly shift between moods is a little unsettling. She's bipolar. No. Oh god. You just offended all bipolar people, Pika. What? I'm so ashamed. Oh god damn it. He's with me. Yuuko, this is Hisao, a new student. Hisao, this is Yuuko, the school librarian. Pleased to meet you. Hisao. Pleased to meet you too, Hisao. Her voice is gonna change so many times, I just have a feeling. For a second, she visibly attempts to engrave the name on her mind so she won't forget. Yuuko often arranges to import foreign books in Braille for me. Would you like to tell Hisao a little something about the library? Lily's innocent suggestions met with an expression of abject terror. Please, Lily, I can't. I don't know what he could be interested in. This is too much responsibility. How's that any responsibility at all? I don't get. But her objection is so sincere, I don't doubt for a second that she would rather disembowel herself on the spot than tell me where the light novels are. I think that's one thing I think I'll never get. It's like, I mean, I do know what I keep forgetting what a light novel is, but I do know there is that type of thing in Japan, but what the hell's the difference between a regular book and a light novel? But, so there are a lot of books in Braille here? I attempt to save the day by asking the first thing that pops in my head. It seems to work at least partially, as Yuuko seems to not exactly relax, but at least looks slightly less tense.
Well, I think about a third or fourth of Yamako's libraries are either in Braille or audio.
Fuck! Come on, Pika! I slapped myself again because I can't fucking do her voice. Makes sense given all the blind students that be here. If it's only that, how come this library is so big in the first place?
Well, we get a lot of new books regularly because the library is adequately endowed. That's probably why. They spend more on new books than on my salary, and then I have to organize and shelve over them. It's so troublesome, they waste so much, I wish I could quit this job.
A very awkward silence follows this revelation of too much information. I'll go check the aisles then, if you don't mind. It's probably best for all of us if she doesn't keep talking to me.
Very well. Meanwhile, Yuuko, I would have those books if it's alright with you.
My first impression was right. The library is surprisingly big. Ambling down the narrow aisles, I studied the spines of the books in random order, occasionally sliding out to read the blurb, taking it with me if it looks good. In a few moments, I had a respectable stack of books in my arms. I guess I'll never be stuck for choice in here. The normality of the library sinks in. Sure, there are large print and Braille books scattered throughout, but it is what it is, a library. It is as if the calm moved from the room I had tea with Lilly and snuck in with us in here, unless it was here to begin with. Something about that puts me at ease, just like before. I reach the end of the aisle and find a collection of desks set up for study or personal reading. Going a little further, though, I discovered a nice quiet corner at the back. While the rest of the library my throat! Has the odd students sitting at a desk either reading or stealthily sleeping, the back is pretty much deserted. As I glance around, I see someone who I recognize sitting on one of several beanbags. Hi. It's the dark-haired girl from my class, the one who snuck out of the classroom earlier. She's reading a book, keeping it close to her face, which makes her look like she's really into it. From the way she was acting today, I had her pegged as more of a delinquent than a bookworm. In fact, her mysterious disappearance from the class raises all sorts of whys in my head. Intrigue floats slowly but surely towards the surface, and before I know it, I'm walking towards the mysterious long-haired girl. I guess there's no harm in introducing myself as I would with anyone else. She's a classmate after all. Walking over to another beanbag, I take a seat and lay my books beside it. The girl starts looking scaredly up at me from underneath her fringe. This is the first time I've seen her this close. Underneath the long, dense bangs, I can see that part of her face, at least a third of it, if not a half, is pretty badly scarred. My eyes are immediately drawn to the scar, subconsciously peeking past her hair until they meet her own eyes. For a second I am shocked, and divert my eyes to the book in her hands, before I realize that looking away probably only makes it worse. It takes too many seconds to collect myself, and remember what I walked up to her for. Oh, great. This is unreliable Pika that's at her finest. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to startle you. Sorry, I didn't mean to startle you.
It's okay.
The girl certainly doesn't look like it's okay, but I let it slide. So, do you mind if I sit here? She seems to be very uncertain whether it's okay or not for me to sit, but finally she nods, just a little.
Okay.
I take the seat next to her, and she hides herself behind her book. Life of Pi. Never heard of it. To actually be honest, I actually started watching a movie. I never finished it, but it doesn't seem to be that much of an interesting thing to me, to be honest. So, sorry again for startling you. I'm Miss Sal. She looks up from her book, stalling a little before replying.
I know. We are in the same class.
Her speech is stilted and so quiet that it is barely audible even in the still library. Somehow I think that my delinquent impression of her was wrong.
Hanako. I'm Hanako.
I resist the urge to say that's a nice name, just to have something to say, but really it's the only thing that I can think of. I feel like an idiot. Everyone here must be used to being different to each other, and here I am being all bothered and fussed about that kind of thing. Don't let me interrupt your reading. I'll just check these books if you don't mind. She nods a little and sighs a little sigh of relief. So I try to read the covers and the introductions of the books I picked up, and she buries her face in her book. Uncomfortable silence consumes us. My eyes still wander to her direction. I sneak peeks at her flowing hair and the scars it's hiding. After a while, I realize that she's doing the same thing, only pretending to immerse in the life of Pi. Her gaze is not inquisitive at all, though. It darts around like a scared rabbit. When her gaze is finally meet, the chain reaction is unstoppable. She stands up forcefully from the beanbag and takes a deep breath.
I gotta go do something!
Okay, I'm sorry for laughing like that, but it's like, everything's so fucking quiet in this house. Without warning, Hanako takes off and runs towards the counter. Oh, oops. Her hair-like takeoff catches me so off guard that I don't manage to go after her until she has a good head start. By the time I reach the counter, she's nowhere to be seen. Lilly and Yuuko are happily chatting away. Knowing that I won't be able to catch Hanako and myself, I approach the girls. Hey, did you see or notice a girl run past here?
Maybe. What does she look like?
Long, dark hair, kinda shy. She had, well, some scars on her face. You wouldn't be talking about Hanako, would you? Yeah, that's her. I saw her reading and tried to talk to her, but I think I scared her off or something. Oh dear. Yuuko, would you excuse me? I had better try to find her.
Sure, I'll just hold on to these until you come back.
What's going on?
I'm sorry, but I'll have to explain it to you some other time.
Right, I'll see you later then.
Lilly hastily grabs her cane and hurries out of the library, leaving me alone with Yuuko.
I don't think I'll ever get the hang of this place. Did I do something wrong?
What did you do?
Nothing! I was just looking for some books and then she got this fit and ran off. The most offending thing I could think of was that I might have looked at her general direction a few times.
Well, she is a very timid girl. You have to be very careful around her. She can be very jumpy, I think, and then she's not accustomed to talking with other people.
Isn't that a bit strange?
I wonder. It's just how she is, I think.
Yuuko doesn't sound all that convincing. Then again, maybe this is just the norm around here. Everyone has their own problems, or else they wouldn't be here. But how should I deal with these people? Forcing myself to act overly casually only makes me feel phony. Like I was supposed to be ignoring the elephant in the room. Yuuko fidgets, looking like she wants to say something to that, but resisted.
I think it's an elephant only if you feel that way.
I guess she doesn't have a good sense of self-restraint. It makes me smile. She blushes heavily.
But what? Did that sound stupid?
No, it sounded really wise. I guess you're right. It's more about me than anyone else. Neither of us has anything to add, so Yuuko fills the silence by shuffling some papers around. People have papers on their desks who really like doing that.
Did you find any books? I should be closing soon. I mean, this library should be closing, but I have to do it. I hope that's not too inconvenient for you.
Oh, yeah, I want some books, but I left them over there because... I'll just go get them. I fetched my stack of books from beside the beanbags where Hanako and I were sitting and returned to the counter.
Wow, you read a lot, don't you?
I surprised myself with that too, honestly. At least when I really think about it. I had a lot of free time earlier this year, so I just kind of started reading books to fill that time. I couldn't do much else.
I see.
But she doesn't say anything else and just checks out my books for me. I guess this is what they call tact. Holding the library books within one arm, I trawl in my pocket for the key to the door. A sudden sound from behind startles me, making me nearly drop the books I'm carrying or the key that I almost managed to get into the lock. Who is it? Oh, god damn it. God damn it! I forgot your voice! There's so many people today, and I just want to end this because my voice is getting shot and I have to do another video, but after this... I turn around to see who's talking to me. It's Kenji. He seems to be in a friendly mood, although the lights glinting off his glasses in the dark gives him a sinister look. It's just me. This makes him pause and lick his lips nervously.
Who's me? I don't know anyone called me. Are you some new guy again?
Oh god, his voice is so fucked. His voice is suddenly strained and quick. Yes, but we've met before. Yesterday?
I don't think so. I remember someone who I only met yesterday. When was that? What day is it today?
I try to ignore him. Is he joking or what? Dude, have you been stuck in your room this entire time and you're just so insane where you can't even tell the day of time?
Prove that we've met before!
You live across the hall. You're Kenji.
I'm sorry.
Kenji jumps back, his eyes filled with an uncomprehending fear. How do you know my name? Damn, this can only mean one of two things. Either we have met and you are telling the truth, and I just can't remember it, or you are a spy! He pauses.
A psychic spy!
His eyes dart around me, trying to peek into my room, although it's hard to believe he can see anything through those thick glasses. His mood swung from friendly to manic in less than a minute. I'm not psychic.
How do I know that? I'm not a mind reader.
Okay, his voice is gonna change as well as Yuuko so many times. Kenji points a finger in my face damningly.
Unlike you!
Stop that, man. We met yesterday. What's wrong with you? I live in this room. God damn it, just believe me.
Lies. If you think you could pass as Hisao because I'm legally blind, you are sorely mistaken. You don't even look like him. I mean, the resemblance is real slim. Maybe you're distant, but who do you think you're kidding?
I want to grab him by the shoulders and shake him. Exasperated, I rub my eyes and let out a heavy sigh. You're fucking crazy.
Stay there!
The sooner you can get done with this, the sooner I can go in my room. Kenji comes closer, one careful step at a time. I stay still lest he assault me physically, although I doubt he could do much damage even if he did.
Oh wait, I see it now. Damn, it really is you!
Sighing again, and then once again for good measure, I step backwards just in case.
What's up, man? You don't look too good, I think. Something wrong?
I don't know, just had something stupid happen to me. A few stupid things, actually, even if you discount this one. I can't get a proper touch on other people here, and I have no idea if it's because of me or because of them. I don't know why I'm telling this to Kenji. It's not like we've had any contact either.
That's rough, dude. Yeah, I'm sorry about calling you a psychic spy and all, but you can never be too careful. It's the hard reality we live in.
I'm slowly starting to think that Kenji isn't necessarily living in the same reality as the rest of us.
You see, this is how it is, this world. There's no justice, you see? Even when I lose, I win because I don't lose the lesson.
What does that even mean?
It doesn't matter.
He dismisses it flatly with a wave of his hand.
So what happened? Why the long face? Do you have a long face?
God, I don't know how long this video is going to be. It's probably going to be over 40 minutes now that I think about it. That's nothing. I just scared off some girl accidentally. Literally, too. She actually ran away from me. It was my fault, really, I think. I'm not really used to all this yet.
A girl? A cute one?
Cute? That's a hard question. She had a nice body and really beautiful hair. But the face... Okay, now just thinking about it, that's really kind of offensive, Hisao. I may like you. I guess it could go either way. She was cute. Yeah, cute, I guess.
I knew it! There are a lot of cute girls here, a strange and disproportionate amount. I believe this is one of the dark secrets of the school. I tried to warn you, man, but did you listen?
I don't remember any such warning. Dark secrets?
Yes, dark secrets! Extremely dark, like a black hole of secrets! God damn it. Have you noticed that the number of girls at this school is slightly but significantly higher than the number of boys? It's like 60-40!
He turns his head to the left and stares off into the distance at nothing.
Why is it like this? I mean, to the untrained eye, it doesn't appear to be that bad, but that is a full 20%! One would think that a school with such a huge pool of women would be a man's dream, but no! What I'm about to tell you could blow your mind. Are you ready?
I don't know where this is going, but I think I won't be missing much by cutting out now. No, I am not ready. I only get as far as turning the doorknob before Kenji starts talking again, showing us that he doesn't really care if my mind is blown or not.
I believe that this school is a battleground, the site of a feminist infiltration. This disparity in the number of men and women is a clear sign of how far they have come. In case this Cold War turns hot, they will have superiority in numbers. Just another skirmish in the eternal war against the forces of the feminists. They're everywhere. In Japan, women outnumber men, and it's not a 60-40 split, but it's only a matter of time, man. Even in America, women are the majority by a hair. They're building up their numbers. In the past, the buildup of the military has always been the clear sign of imminent war. Japan is just the first step. Our economy is badass, and the country itself is small and isolated, yet a huge part of the Pacific in terms of political value. The perfect target. They are so cunning, as expected of women. Soon the day will come when...
Kenji's voice trails off ominously.
That is why you can't trust them. They will string you along and then kill you just as they killed me. You will end up just like me.
Oh, hell no. just like, I don't believe this shit. I can't stop myself from blurting it out.
Hey, what the hell does that mean?
You said it, not me. It's the best I can think of.
So you're not supposed to say anything like that. Damn, so rude. Where was I? Oh yeah, vast feminist conspiracy.
Stop it. Stop. I lost you way back there somewhere. Somewhere around feminist infiltration. Dude, you're fucking insane.
Too hard to follow. It's cool. I have some graphs and stuff in my room and puppets. You like puppets?
Oh god. No puppets. They freak me the fuck out.
You don't like puppets? Okay. Graphs are still cool though, right?
He speaks energetically, responding almost before I'm done talking, moving his hands in an animated way as he continues to rant on. This is too strange. I had him pegged as relatively normal, but it's clear that I was wrong. This guy is fucking cuckoo.
Something on your mind, dude?
Just thinking about what it's like to be the last sane man in an insane world. Kenji frowns, looking deeply upset.
You mean that's you? That can't be, because I'm the last sane man in an insane world. That is my dream. You can't just steal a man's dream. What the hell? There can't be two last sane men. It wouldn't invalidate the whole last part, and that part is kind of important. There could only be one, like in that 4 movie where there could only be one, and in the end there's only one dude left because that was the point.
I've never seen anyone talk so heatedly and so defensively about absolutely nothing before.
Anyway, if you wait here, I can get my graphs. I also have a list of the other dark and complex conspiracies that the school holds, as tangled as... Quick, finish my analogy for me. Be a pal!
I'm going to go to bed now. It's extremely late, and I really don't want to talk to you anymore.
That doesn't sound like an analogy, but whatever. I like you. You seem like a cool dude. Most people don't understand what I'm talking about when I try to explain the vast feminist conspiracy to them. Denial's a terrible thing. Later.
God. That's my favorite. I think that's going to be everyone's favorite part. He claps me on the back and then vanishes into his room so quickly and quietly it's like he didn't even open the door, but instead walked right through it like a ghost. I don't know if I can fully digest what just happened, so I give up and just go to my room, kicking off my shoes before falling face first into bed. It takes me some time to relax and get up so I can get started on homework. It's because the sheets are cool and comforting against my cheeks, and it feels good just lying there with my eyes closed. The school is like some kind of bizarre and surreal island. It's isolated on top of a mountain, and each person is stranger than the last. I just can't seem to fit in. What irony, one would think that fitting in a place that's made for people who are unfit for anywhere else would be easy. Maybe I'm trying too hard. Although I say that, it doesn't help take the edge off, and the words are left echoing off my empty walls. I guess it's not as bad as I expected, though. This place really is more of a school and less a hospital pretending it's a school than I thought it would be. If nothing else, the scenery is beautiful. I opened one eye, seeing the school books and bottles of pills arranged side by side on my desktop. Maybe this place is too much like a normal school after all. Katawa Shoujo, Katawa Shoujo, Katawa Shoujo, Katawa Shoujo. Okay, I got messed up. Alright, I'm gonna end the video here because it is going on way too fucking long. I mean, look at that. We spent nearly 50... Wait, how many minutes did we spend? 40 minutes now, just playing this thing. God, my voice is fucking shot. But basically, that was part 4 of Katawa Shoujo. I will say this is a little bit of an update. I will not be uploading Pokemon Mystery Dungeon because I did not grind a damn thing in there in order to get through the story mission. But hopefully, I will be doing that this, I should say, in the coming week. But yeah. But basically, I am uploading 2 videos because I did miss yesterday because I was emotionally drained and I was tired and all the other good stuff. So yeah. But the next video is going to be a surprise because this is from another visual novel. Okay, and I love this visual novel mostly because of what's going to happen towards the end. And because I just feel so accomplished when I first finished it. And yeah, so I hope you enjoyed this part of Katawa Shoujo. In the next part, I don't know what we're going to be doing. It's a new day and filled with new problems. So yeah, hope to see you again in part 5 Katawa Shoujo, part 1 of the special project, and part 6 of Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Blue Rescue Team. I am Pika, and this is the end of the video. See ya!